So what is up, YouTube? Earth stars. My name is Nova2 Series. This is my channel. This is where I channel my energy. So, as you can see, I'm pacing back and forth right now. This is my favorite thing to do. Is to pace back and forth. Why? Because it helps me stay moving and it gives me the ability to think and come up with the stuff that I like to come up with. Because I am a manifester, and that's what I like to do. I manifest things, I create things, and it makes me happy. It makes me feel good. And when I don't, I'm mostly stuck in an anxiety loop. And if it's not anxiety, it's depression. And those are my two balanced, idealisms through the norm. And to balance that, sometimes I, relate to what my ancestors used to. You know what I mean? And do art, or I toke up, because the totem pole is definitely, the best place to go whenever you're lost spiritually, especially whenever religion doesn't really seem all that comforting for you. So when you're looking for stuff, you end up looking within yourself, and God, he does his magic. He did his magic. Speaking of which, this is my goal right here. This is my vision board. This vision board is about venue SNC, venue Cyrus C, and then also TCOC, the Church of Coexistence. I'm trying to get a church started. I'm trying to, get family involved, and right now it seems like it's going that way. It seems like it's working in that you know direction, because just yesterday I figured out that this summer program thing that I'm doing. Oh man, I haven't told you about the summer program. All right, so the summer program is something. I'll talk about that later. I'm just excited because I wanted to bring family together, and I feel like that's what's happening. But then again, who knows? Who knows? Because things change. So we're gonna keep going with the rolls, punches, whatever comes our way. But today is the 25th, I believe it is, of May, and right now, dang, I got music playing in the background. But I have no copyrights to this video, so I don't have no copyrights to any of this stuff anyway, like the music in the background. I don't have any copyrights to it. But I do have the ability in order to, let you guys know who I am. And it's just what's playing in the background, so don't worry about that. I am focused on the quality of life, and when it comes to the quality of life, I have right here, as you can see, a little chart that I made, quality of life, and then right here it says religion. Then it goes into the different things that tie into the quality of life, and then there's wealth. Wealth is basically how you carry yourself. This is the basket. This is the basket, and religion is in that basket. And yeah, this is another vision board. But anyway, yeah, I'm just trying to create things, and I just want people to know that I am maneuvering around and trying to live as an African American instead of, trying to make a whole bunch of money and be seen and stuff. But I just want people to know that I have, yeah. So that being said, let me properly introduce myself. All right, so basically what's going on is I have turned 33. Yay! I am older now than I was before. And, when you're growing up, you don't really, my mom told me about this, but I never really thought too much about it. But, when you grow up, you just change your mind about the things that you want to do, and you recognize what's not really haunting you, but there, what you've done, and what oh, the world that the world has given to you, because like life is so precious. And I feel like I had goals that just never really made it to its potential, just living as an African American in America. And so that's what's going on now. I'm like, what am I gonna do in my life? How am I gonna live? And I'm looking forward to interacting with the things that I used to do when I was a kid, and that was paint, or not really paint, but draw, art, all that stuff. I remember going to class and enjoying art. I had an experience with one of my teachers. This was in, I think it was like Biloxi. It wasn't like a bad experience, but it was more so like it was an experience that I had. Like, she didn't have an experience because she was more so like neglecting me. But it's just really weird. Like, cause she was African American, and I felt like Miss Qualls really did want to be a teacher and teach people that are passionate about art. And I was passionate about art, so I don't know. Maybe she just took it as, oh, since you're so passionate, you can do it on your own. So, like, I don't know. I just know that I remember that, and now it's like not a lot of people around that are like, you know, around me physically as artists that I could talk to. And yeah, shit. But I mean, everybody loves my art, so that's the thing. I just don't know how to transform, and I'm looking forward to doing that. And I know that God's gonna bring that to me. But right now, my real goal is to actually focus on how I'm going to do that. I started with trying to make a business. I ended up going into, starting a church with a family. Not really trying to start the church, but it's in motion. I'm trying to get there. I'm going to get there. And now we're going into the summer. We just moved into this new place, and we have space, and we plan to, help my cousin out by taking care of her kids. So we're taking care of my niece nephew. I call him my niece nephew, but really we cousins and stuff. But we'll take care of them, and yeah, like I come up with different, like activities, different things. I create. I don't know. I just be creating stuff, and what I'm creating now is the summer program, and the summer program is, I'm calling it the LOL program because it's laugh out loud, and sorry, not laugh out loud. Yeah, it's laugh out loud, but it's also the love of life program, and it's based and targeted towards wellness and understanding of how to you know not really discipline self, but express self in a disciplined way. And yeah, that's the whole concept to it. I don't think me and my siblings, cousins had that, but I'm not blaming anybody. I just wanted to be known that that's a goal of mine to try and like help with that. And since I have them around, that's what I was gonna do. And then I just figured out that there's gonna be two more, coming. So yeah, we're gonna roll with that. And so there's gonna be 5 kids, and it's gonna be like a summer program. It's gonna be a family thing, and we're going to show, I guess, how that works and what effects it have, and we'll see that in the future. But I just want to document my life because I feel like it's really important. It's important. I this is the 1900s generation going into the 2000s, and what happens from here into now is basically going to tell like who we are as a family and what we plan on doing towards the world or into the world. And like where I come from, man, I'm gonna talk about that later. But for right now, we just gonna focus on what's going on now. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. I hope. Dang, hold on, let me listen. So yeah, as you know, um, before I had something going on where I was, like scared for my life, and there was things going on around the environment that I was in. I don't know how we ended up where we ended up, but we ended up here, and this is it feels comfortable. It's a good place for now. And what I'm trying to say is, like, I'm not gonna like forget about the stuff that I went through, and it ain't even nobody's fault. It's just the fact that, like, I really feel like there's games being played, in front of my face, and it's like I'm supposed to respond to it. But if I overreact, then that's where my problem is, and that's all I'm trying to say. I ain't worried about what nobody doing, and right now I'm trying to fix my problems. So this is where I'm at. I'm trying to take care of my child, and I want to do art, my business, all that other stuff. But that's on this hand, and then on this hand, I also got to take care of my child. So to take care of my child also includes her social life, her ability to be social around others. So I'm working on that, and that's where you know the the things start spinning, because there's a circle. It's always circling back. They always circle back to each other. No job, no career, economics. It always circle back to each other. And every time I think about all that stuff, it ties into religion. It ties into the lack of wealth. So while I look at my quality of life, I look at the fact that I have these objects and these things that I can juggle. And that's what I'm looking forward to, juggling these things. And that sounds really weird. But nonetheless, I am doing what I feel like I need to do. And that is the best part about living life. Like, because before I didn't even have this feeling. I never cared. I never cared about, what was going on and what I was doing. I just knew that I had to go to work. I had to get some money and try to keep up with the balance. But now I understand what the balance is about. And now I feel like I could do it. I feel like I can do it. I know I can do it. I know I can do it, and I'm ready to do it. And I got a child that's watching me do it, so I'm not doing it alone. I'm not just doing it for no reason. I'm doing it, to be me, to be the father that I can be, because I know I'm a dad. I know I'm a good dad. I know I'm a good dad. I feel it in my blood. I know my dad was a good dad. I know he was. I didn't have him, but I know he was, and I want to be able to be there for my daughter to show that we not bad people. We not bad. It don't matter what we did out there in the streets. No matter what nobody talk about. I ain't saying that I go out in the streets. I'm just saying, like, I've done stuff, and it's not like bad. No, nothing felony, no felony things, like, but a little misdemeanors. But it's just I feel guilty about the things that I do. People feel guilty about the things that they do. If anything, smoking weed is probably the baddest thing that I've ever done. But that's not even that bad. It's only like that because. But I'm just ranting now. Like I was saying, I was in defense. Now I'm not in defense. Now I'm gonna get to witness the happy side of moi. And if that changes, then you know why. And why would that change? I can't explain it, but they know why that would change. And whoever they are, they're going to be doing their thing, and I'm gonna be doing my thing. And I hope that if you do watch this, you watch my channel, you watch me channel my energy, you watch me channel and create who I want to be, who I am genuinely, who I put myself on earth as. I'm not saying I put myself on earth, but who I decide to create here on earth. That's who I'm gonna be. That's all I know. That's all I know. I'm not gonna let nobody take that from me, because I've already gave it up. I gave it up for a portion of my life. I was yes, 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 yes. Just zero, zero. And that's all I got was nothing. And now I know my energy is worth something. And this is what you're witnessing. You're a witness. Good for you. All right. Like I said, I got, and while I'm doing that, I'm gonna help my daughter learn about things that I know, and I'm gonna help and I'm gonna share with the people that would like for their kids to know about those things, and I'm gonna build up, on who I wasn't as a child, who I couldn't be in my 20s, and hopefully my daughter has the ability to be better than me in her 20s, instead of like, oh, fuck the world, who cares? I don't care. I just gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Nah, I want her to be like, I love what I'm doing. I want her to be like, I know I can do this. I want her to be like, wow, I wonder what I'm gonna do today. And if not, wonder what if not wonder what she gonna do today. I would rather her already feel like she is worth it, instead of having to build up on that each day. Instead of having to build up on her 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 deepest desires each day, when that's who she's supposed to be. Like, it's supposed to come naturally. Like, that's the unnatural part about this whole concept of America, is the fact that you have to build up on something in order for you to be happy with who you're being, or who you are as a person. It's a real emotion. It's a real emotion. This emotion is known as God. It's known as God. Like, that push can either put you in hell or it can give you heaven. And that's up to what you put inside here. And I know what I want to give. And I'm going to give it whether I'm here or not. Because I know that's what my dad gave me. I know that's what my dad is giving me. I know that's what my sister has given me. She is the most, like, softest soul that I've ever met in my life. Like, my mom could not compare to how soft her soul was. And I still feel it. It feels so good. It feels light. I feel like I'm thinking clearly. And I wanna help take care of her kids. I wanna help, make sure that my niece and my nephew is okay. And they're good, And I'm gonna get them where they need to be. My brothers, my sisters. I love my family. But that's what I fight for. That's why I fight. It just feels good to know. And people probably would laugh at me in my face, Like, if I was being this honest in public, different demographics, ethnic backgrounds and shit. Like, just imagine, people can't even talk like this with their own family. Can't talk like this with their own people, the people that they care about. And then they have to bring that shit in public. They gotta bring that shit to public and talk about, what's going on in their life in public. Because that's where these crooked ass people want to bring finances into the situation. That's how they do it with, the detachments of family. You gain more finances whenever people want to spend money to mask what's inside here. But that's the trick. It's the trick of the trade. And I'm not here to make a trade. I'm here to transform into who I'm supposed to be. That's what shamans see. That's what shamans are here to do. Shamans are here to help you transform to who you need to be. Who you need. It's not who you want to be. It's who you need. I feel like I'm everything that I've ever needed. I just had to see it. Just gotta work on it. Keep working. Body, the mind, the spirit. Just keep working. Religion over wealth. All of that. But this is where I channel my energy. And I thank everybody for watching. Whoever watches. Ain't nobody gonna watch. But yeah. I'm gonna be who I need to be. I'ma change my life on now. I really don't even know where home is. I'ma change my life on now. Still feel dumb and I don't know what I'm going back home again. I really don't wanna make amends. I just wanna make amends with your mind. 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 Make amends with your mind.
Probably divided, I close my eyelids, the vibe is the highest, fuck with the vision, me too. I guess you seeing the time and miss me with lying, misinformation, don't know why you trying, I guess it's fucking, I'm cool. Bitch, I've been cooling in my